One of the biggest rookie mistakes in pro audio is when engineers strap reverb on every single track and they don't create buses, all right? So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to bus reverb like a pro so that your sessions sound infinitely better. One last thing before I jump into it, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. It really helps our channel grow and we wanna help you. All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Welcome back. Here is Luna. All right, this is the mix window in Luna. You can sort of see it's a wonderful little software. We can see all of our mixing tracks here. We can just use those. This is my talkback track. And then if I go same as the Pro Tools, Command =, I've toggled to my edit window where I've got a lot of the tracks hidden over here on the left side. You can see all of these tracks here, with the exception of the drums, are hidden, but some of them are still playing with the exception of my vocal track, which I've muted. This tutorial is designed to let everybody in to this concept of busing reverb. So if you're working out of Ableton, or if you're working out of Pro Tools, or if you're working out of any other DAW, don't worry about it. This is a concept that's going to be very useful. So here's how it works. I'm going to go to the mix window, and we have all of the drums here. And when we play them, there's no reverb on the drums. Okay? All we hear is just kick and snare dry, toms dry, overhead left and right, but you know, they're nice and cooking. You know, we have some nice EQ and a little bit of very light processing with a couple of plugs, but really not too much going on, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to send all of these tracks to a bus, all right? This is how it's done. So in Luna, what we do is we want to open up a new track. So we go to the plus symbol over here, if you don't want to use the hotkey. And here we have a bus track, okay? I'm just going to show this to you. Okay, so you can see there, we have 3 tracks that we can choose from. There's audio, instrument, which is sort of a MIDI thing, and audio is, you know, like a regular old sort of vocal track or guitar track or something like that. And here's our software instrument tracks. Now here's the bus. So I'm going to click on that, and we're going to make a stereo bus. All right. So here, over down here, the bus has shown up. I'm going to just put it to the right, and I'm going to double click on the bus sign, and I'm going to name it drum verb. All right. So now we have a drum verb bus. Okay. So nothing is happening. I can press play. Nothing's going to the bus because we haven't sent anything to this bus. Think of this bus like an external room, all right, that we're sending the audio into to make it resonate. So when you go into a nice church and someone's maybe playing a nice concert on the violin or something, you hear a beautiful reverberation or an echo, a natural room echo around the violinist, and it sounds very pleasing. So the reason we tend to bus our instruments and our drum set, or you know, the saxophone, or whatever it is that you're trying to put reverb to, the reason we usually send it to a bus is because old reverb used to be sort of sent to a room. In a recording studio, they'd send the sound into a room and then record the sound of that room. Some studios still have that to this day. All right, so what we're gonna do, so think of this bus track like another room. All right, so there's all of these drums in your main studio, and we want to send the sound from these different tracks into this room. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up an insert on the bus track, and we're just going to open up the AMS reverb. All right, and here I'm going to just use a nice little preset. We'll just sort of toggle down. We'll find something that looks cool, and we'll just we'll click on it. So here we go a little further down, and we have a drum room enhancer. All right, well, let's just try that. So we've got a drum room enhancer, and now what we can do, I tend to not put a lot of reverb on my kick drum unless it's really called for. So what we'll do is we will just send, I'm going to highlight the snare drum, first tom, second tom, third tom, overhead left and right. And now that works as a group in Luna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to here to send, and I'm going to hit send. Now you see these are all highlighted, and we're going to send it to, I'm just going to show you over here, okay? You can see this. I'm I'm going to send it to drum verb. I'm going to click on it. Okay, I can actually sort of zoom in on that. So now we've sent all of these tracks to the drum verb, but you see there's a toggle here. We're going to turn them all up to 12 o'clock. And now what we can do is we can just listen to it. So I'm going to solo my vocal mic, and then we'll solo all of these tracks here, okay? I'm just going to hit Option. Now you should still be able to hear me, and we're going to send the drums now to this nice drum room. That's a very pleasing sound, you know? There's no reverb. We can roll it back a bit. Instantly, I mean, I'm really sort of like brought face to face with the fact that that just sounds much nicer. Just sounds like a really nice studio reverb. What I'll do is I'll unsolo. Now we can hear the song. We can experiment with there's clearly too much reverb. And I tend to sort of roll it back to the point where, you know, we're under the impression that there is no effect at all. You know, it's a real subtle effect. Sometimes you can use effects in a real psychedelic way where you really want them to, you know, you really want someone to know that you're using it, like in Pink Floyd, The Wall, the way they were using delay, it was really noticeable. And then, you know, Zeppelin would often use delay in a similar way. Or sometimes you just want your drums to just sound nice and fresh. Yeah. So I don't want to get into it too much more than that. I just want you to understand that this one here, this track, consider this like another room, and all we've done here with the sends that we've applied to the snare all the way up to the, I should just actually zoom in on this. You have the snare, tom 1, tom 2, 3, overhead left and right. And what we've done is we've sent all of those tracks to our drum verb, and they're sort of sitting here at whatever this is, you know, like 10 o'clock on the dial, which isn't quite noon. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. We love making them for you, so please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and stay tuned for our next video. All right, my name is Dave McKenzie. This is Beyond the Beat Studio. Keep it real, guys. Play from the heart and make music that you love, and other people will love it. All right, keep it up. Talk to you soon.